Hello and welcome to the Million Dollar Message. This is your Fearless Friday message with Callie DeBlander Brigham, calling from beautiful Pensacola Beach, Florida. And I had some really special guests here with me last weekend, and that's why I had the incredible National Sales Director, Annika Krafka, filling in for me. Oh my goodness, you guys, was she not incredible? I got so much great feedback. Thank you, Annika. I have a feeling you'll be asked back again. But I had some guests with me because it was my Super Bowl and Christmas in July and everything wrapped into one. It was our Blue Angels weekend here on Pensacola Beach. And last Friday, I was on a boat with my girls, with Heather Daniel Kent and Laura Middleton and Christy Campbell and their husbands, my kids and some friends and neighbors, and we were spending the whole day out there watching my boys and girl. We've got a female F-18 fighter pilot this year too, and I'm so glad it was last weekend because as I'm reading you this message, there are thunderstorms right outside my window. So thank you, Lord, for little blessings, right? And thank you, Lord, for Mary Kay girlfriends. There's nothing like it. I've said it before. I'm an only child, and out of my starter kit came the most amazing sisters and friends that I could ever have hoped and prayed for. And so isn't that just one of the many, many, many reasons that we love our businesses? Well, I'm reading a new book, and I wanted to read to you a little passage that just stood out to me today. It's called Limitless. How many of you love to read? I love to read. And I love to listen to books too. So if you're like, I just can't sit down and read it, grab Libby, the Libby app. That's the free library app, or Audible, or whatever you want to listen to, and start listening. Start infusing your mind with new thoughts. How can we grow if we don't have new thoughts, right? So it's called Limitless, and it's by a man named Jim Kwik, Kwik. And he actually has a podcast too, The Kwik Brain. And he is so fascinating. He is a brain coach. But he's not the kind of guy that you think, because he became a brain coach because first he had to work on his own brain. He had a severe brain injury when he was a little boy. A freak accident happened. And really, he was told that he would never be able to learn, that he would never be able to do anything in life. And he not only proved them wrong, but now that's literally what he does. He is a celebrity brain coach even. He coaches some of the most famous people that you could ever imagine. So he has a chapter in here on purpose, and I wanted to read this to you. And he says, among my favorite books is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Many of us have read that book. He said he often stresses the importance of being able to convey to others why you do what you do. Sinek explains, if you can articulate the belief that is driving your why, people will want what you are offering. Or as he often says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So it follows that if you don't know why you do what you do, how will anyone else? Now, I just want to pause real quick and interject my own thoughts here. I think sometimes we get caught up that this why has to be like world peace, okay? Or I will say, before I was married and had kids, I had my Mary Kay business. And I know that children and family are very powerful why, but I didn't have them. So I could have easily said, well, gosh, mine's not that important, or maybe I'm missing the mark, or something like that. But instead, at the time, my why was to be able to, first of all, have something positive in my life. I'll just be real. At the very, very beginning, it was to have something positive in my life. But then my why became an opportunity to maybe leave my job. And then later, my opportunity became a way to maybe purchase my own first home. And then, I have so many little and big whys, and they are personal to you, and they don't have to be like anybody else's. So I just want you to know that. And obviously the last couple of years, I had a huge why to take Braden on a trip. So they can vary, and I just want to pop that in there. It does not have to be something as grandiose sometimes as we think. It just has to be something that matters to you. Okay. So then he moves on from that topic to the word of purpose. And he says, we hear the words purpose and goals used frequently in business, but do we really know what they mean and how they are the same or how they are different? A goal is the point one wishes to achieve. The purpose is the reason one aims to achieve the goal. So he says whether your goal is to read a book a week or learn another language or get in shape, these are all things that you want to achieve. All right. So the way that we do the achievement, many of us know this acronym of a SMART goal. This is probably not new to you. S is specific. Okay, so how much money do you want to earn? What career path level do you want to be on? M is for measurable. You can't just say, well, I want to grow my business. I want more customers, or I want to move up, right? We have to have a number amount. I want 100 skincare customers this year. I want 30 women in the makeover contest, Mary Kay My Way makeover contest. A is for actionable. So you want action steps. R is for realistic. Okay, in your current circumstances and what you're willing to put in, can you do it? And T is time-based. So by the end of the quarter, or by the end of this week, or by December 31st. So many of us know that. That's the goal piece. But here's the cool part. Here's the new part for me and probably for you. The challenge for many people is that this is logical and it's in your head. To get your goals out of your head and into your hands, make sure they fit with your emotions or your heart. This is the purpose part, okay? And heart has an acronym too. H is for healthy. How can you make sure your goals support your greater well-being? Your goals should contribute to your mental, physical, and I'm going to add in emotional, spiritual growth and health. E is for enduring. Your goals should inspire and sustain you through the difficult times when you want to quit. Notice he didn't say if you want to quit, or maybe if that happens. He says when. It's going to happen, right? So is it something that will make you keep going? A is for alluring. You shouldn't always have to push yourself to work on your goals. They should be so enticing, exciting, and engaging that you're pulled towards them. Like, you can't stop thinking about them. You tell people about them. R is for relevant. Don't set a goal without knowing why you're setting it. Ideally, your goals should relate to a challenge you're having, your life's purpose, your core values. And T is for truth. What that means is true to you. Don't set a goal just because somebody else does it, or somebody else expects it from you, or that's what everybody's doing. Make sure it's something you want and something that helps you remain true to you. Okay, finishing this piece up. He says when it comes to doing anything in life, reasons reap rewards. And he talks about his story that he went through later on in life with some major sleep problems. And he said that feeling good is not required to feel motivated. If I waited until that day, I would have stopped teaching others to learn better when my sleeping problems escalated. Let me say that again. Feeling good is not required to feel motivated. He said, besides, how many times have we felt good on a given day and still haven't done what we said we were going to do? You can feel amazing and still get nothing done if your reasons for doing so are not strong enough. Reasons that are tied to your purpose, identity, and values will sufficiently motivate you to act, even in the face of all the daily obstacles that life puts in your way. A healthy 70-year-old doesn't go to the gym at 4:30 in the morning because he likes it. He goes because maintaining his health so he can continue to be with his family is motivation enough, even though he'd much rather sleep in. The good student doesn't pick up her textbook because she's in a good mood. She does it because she wants to ace that test, so she has the best chances of landing the internship that will lead to her dream job. It's likely there's a good reason behind every task you need to accomplish, even the unpleasant ones. You don't love making dinner, but you want your family to eat well. You understand the dangers of takeout and fast food all the time. And he goes on from there. So if you're struggling to find the motivation or to accomplish things in your life, there's a good chance you haven't uncovered the why of the task. Consider your passion, your desired identity, and your values. How can they create the basis for your reasons? So, just something to think about today. I'd like for you to take on that exercise. Start with why. Why do you want it? What is your purpose? From that, focus on the heart of it, and then you can go to the goals of it. And I have a feeling that will change just about everything. Thanks for listening today. God bless you. Bye-bye.